We're here with Lily Frost. Thanks so much for taking the time.
My pleasure.
Your new record comes out next week,
Yeah.
Viridian Torch. And do I have that right?
You do, yeah.
What is a Viridian Torch?
Well, Viridian is the bluish-green color that copper turns when it oxidizes.
Oh, so it's very pretty.
So it's a pretty green.
Right.
And a torch is...
It's a torch.
It could be like you're carrying the torch
And it
for
has
the green,
Got
right?
it.
Or it's like passion, and also torch music is a style of music.
Right, and so and torch music actually is a great way to talk about this record because the record in its entirety kind of has that torch feeling, that sort of throwback thing with like lots of reverb and echo and just this. When I heard the record, is it performed off the floor? It just seems like it has this.
Yeah, we did it in a church. We did
Right.
it live, and I played with guitar. Guitar and voice was the initial instrumentation, and then we brought in a string trio. And then the church also, it was the St. George the Martyr. Do you know that place?
No.
Music gallery. They have shows there. Sometimes they're used to musicians there.
Right.
And they have several pianos that you can play, and organs.
Wow.
So with the reverb and the organs, and then we also shipped in a harpsichord. So we had all these beautiful, like wooden type instruments with the reverb.
And how many of those instruments do you play? Because I know you're well versed in many instruments, right?
On the record, I played guitar, lots of little stuff, like kind of overdubs and filling in the holes, although there's still lots of space. Theremin, I played theremin,
Right.
and Jose and I both played theremin. He helped me make the record as co-production
Right.
team. So, you know, Glock and like percussion, stuff like that as well.
Theremin's an interesting instrument, right? Because it's
Yeah.
kind of just, I wouldn't even know how you begin to learn how to play that as a...
I know. It's got two mechanisms. So the
Yeah.
left hand is the volume, and the right hand is the pitch. So if you want it louder, you go like this, and if you want it higher, there's an antenna. So you
Right.
move into the antenna for higher pitch, and out for lower. So you can be moving both at the same time, or you can just set it at one volume. But it's kind of cooler if it
Yeah.
rides the volume. And then when you go like this, it's like 50s sci-fi film.
I saw a guy do it on the kids show Yo Gabba Gabba. He was playing the theremin to show them.
The main guy, the host.
It wasn't the host. It was no.
They had
it wasn't. They had
a
a guy
guest.
playing
Cool.
the theremin just to show
Yeah.
kids that this is another cool instrument. So
Yeah,
it's very
cool.
interesting. And I guess visually, it's do you perform it live? Do you take
Yeah.
the theremin with you? And
Yeah, it's my new thing.
it's your new thing.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and you can make it campy, or you can make it. You can really move in on a melody. That's
Right.
harder, but it can be just used for effect to create sort of soundscapes.
You mentioned Jose, who helped you produce this record.
Yeah,
And he's produced several of your records, right? Or is this just the first one?
I think this is our fourth. Together.
Is that weird? Is that a weird dynamic?
Really weird?
Like just having him in the room and like, do you get into arguments about how? No.
We don't. I mean, one thing that I want to do on the next record, which I haven't done up until now, is play more of the instruments.
Right.
So, he is capable of playing lots, and often together we'll go, well, who's the best player for this part? And then we'll get someone in.
Right.
Whereas if I were to do it by myself, I would play the instruments. And I think that as a singer-songwriter, you get a different reading or interpretation of a song if the person who wrote the song plays the instruments.
Well, you are a singer-songwriter. This record sort of, because I think of all the instrumentation and certainly the production, gets away from just, when I think of singer-songwriter, I think of an acoustic guitar and the singer just sitting there.
Yeah.
But this record's a lot deeper than just that, right?
Yeah, and some of the songs are co-writes, and two of the songs are written actually by the violinist.
Wow.
And actually, those are some of his first songs he's ever written, but he's a virtuoso violinist, and he got straight A's all the way through. All his training is amazing. So he was just playing around on GarageBand, and I heard a few of his tunes, and I said, I really like that part right there.
Right.
Not the whole thing, but can I take that chunk and put a melody to it? And some lyrics in them. So we have Forest Fire and Verlaine, two of the kind of most majestic songs are Randy Lee. You know, his little seed sparked it, so...